Alright folks, welcome back. Another video here with flyfishingwithjeff.com. I'm going to do a little fly tying for you today. I've had quite a few questions about one of my bait fish patterns that I tie, and so I'm going to show you a little bit of this. I've got the hook already set up, ready to go, and this is a TMC 9394 size 2, straight eye, 3x heavy, 4x long. It's a nickel plated hook. Love this hook for this pattern. Different variations. There's a pattern, actually this one's kind of beat up because I've already caught a lot of smallmouth with it thus far. That's a size 2. We jump down to size 4. This is a B10S stinger hook here with a marabou tail, and then on a size 4, kind of an even lighter tail. One of the things that you can see is there's a couple things that I feel like are essential with this pattern. Got a little bit of red in the body, and at some point in time got some big eyes. So today I'm going to tie a fly for you. This is a little bigger pattern. It's on this size 2 hook. I've already got .035 lead on the front, and I've got this little tail portion right here, and I'll show you what that's for, but this is to keep the rabbit strip from fouling. I'm going to go with a this is a Wapsi barred zonker, white and black, RZBS 201. That's the name, and simply going to tie it in from the front, about the middle of the fly actually, and work my way back. Just loose wraps, work my way back to about above the point of the hook itself. And at this point in time, I'm going to do a little measuring here. Make sure that the fly, we don't need it to be too terribly long in the back. In fact, one of the reasons is it will foul the rabbit strip. It looks great in the water, but it will foul on you. That's why we have this little black patch right here. I'm going to take a little dab of Loctite super glue, and we're going to lay it on both front and the back, the black foam and the rabbit strip itself, and we're going to attach that in there ever so lightly. Take one of my little mini paper clips, which are kind of handy, and let that do its thing. So while that is drying, and obviously it won't take very long, I'm going to work my thread again back to the base of the rabbit strip itself, and I'm going to start with a small section of red Eastaz. Doesn't take much. In fact, this stuff, one roll can last quite a long time. And we're going to tie it in right behind the base of the fly. We're just going to simply palmer this forward. This is going to be covered up, so it doesn't have to be too terribly pretty, but the red, just something about it, I think it really produces some strikes. Okay, so we're going to tie off the red Eastaz, clean it up, and now my tail section should be adhered, and it is. And it's got a little curl to it, which is really nice because it goes through the water with the tail up. Gives it some great action. Now we're going to come forward and I've got some of this Hackle Flash UV Mylar and Trilobal. It's in silver. It's big stuff. And we're going to take a big section and once again palmer it forward towards the front. So grab you a section of this mylar, again in silver. We're going to tie in right in front of our red E-Stas, and we're going to work the thread forward across the top of the .035 lead and go up to the front of the hook. Now we're just going to simply palmer this forward, and you can do so. It's not got to be too pretty because you can take and pick it out later, but we're putting a good base all the way up to the front. Get my hackle pliers on there, kind of makes things a little bit cleaner. Now we're going to drop down off the front of the 035. We're going to give it several turns and finish up here with the mylar. So now you can kind of get an idea of what I've got. We're going to pull that back and give it a few loops. Build ourselves up a little thread base here. Using white thread, and I've already got one of these fish mask size number 6 fish skull FS-FM-06. If you're good with putting eyes on, use the a regular eye. I do a lot of that, but these fish hooks or fish masks are pretty nice. I already got the eyes. These are 7mm 3D molded, hollow silver. The number is TL031-4-1 from, I get everything from Feathercraft. These are 7mm eyes, and we're simply going to take our Loctite again. Excuse me, I got to move my thread up to the front right now and finish it. So I'm just going to quickly put a little whip finish with the thread at the front. We're going to use our Loctite, put a layer of super glue over the front. Take our fish skull eyes and move it right back up over right there. I like to leave that with a little bit of a nose hanging out of the front. Kind of got a little bit of a tarpon fly look to it. We're going to come back once again with our white thread and secure our fish mask or fish skull with a good layer of thread over the top of that super glue. Really will do a good job of holding that in place. Alright, so once again we'll take a look at this fly. Really has a lot of movement, and you really want to play around with the size and the weight. As I said, this is a little bigger fly, size 2 hook. Going to have a lot of movement on that tail as it goes through the water. I might use this with a sink tip line in a situation where the water might be a little bit up or a little bit stained, but there you can kind of get a good idea of what it looks like, and you can play around with the collars, use the eyes, bigger eyes, etc. And again, here's a little smaller fly, and I like to use something like this because this one doesn't have any weight to it at all, and I like to throw it into the pool let it just dead drift, kind of fall through the pool with just maybe a little twitch here and there. Really be surprised how many smallmouth will come unglued because of that action. It really doesn't matter. It seems like they might even be full. I've had them regurgitate minnows and still want to eat. So get out there, give it a try. I think you'll find this pattern to be very effective as it goes through the water, and I think you'll have a good time with it. So hope this helps.